Hey, what's up, guys? No Town Gamer here with another movie review. This one here is for The First Omen. I went and watched this one yesterday on a Sunday. I went in there, I didn't watch any trailers for it. I didn't know anything about it. And I didn't even put two and two together. I don't know why I didn't think about that, but it is called The First Omen. So it is a prequel to the Omen movies back from the 70s, which I didn't know that. I mean, I probably should have not been an idiot and put two and two together, but that's what it was. But yes, this is a prequel to the Omen movies, which, like I said, those were back in like I want to say like late 70s. Gregory Peck, man, those are some decent movies with the Damien, the Antichrist. That's what this movie's about. It's pretty much just a prequel. We'll go ahead and give a synopsis over here on IMDb. This here says, a young woman is sent to Rome to begin a life of service to the church, but encounters a darkness that causes her to question her faith and uncovers a terrifying conspiracy that hopes to bring about the birth of evil incarnate. And this one here is directed by, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Arkasha Stevenson, written by Tim Smith, Keith Thomas, and I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah, Arkasha Stevenson. They wrote it as well. It stars Nell Tiger Free. I think that's how you say your name. Yeah. Nell Tiger Free, Ralph Ineson, and Sonia Braga. Ralph Ineson he does a lot of he's been in a couple horror movies that I thought were okay. He was in The Witch. He plays like the dad in that one. He is a priest in this one. I think he did a pretty good job. I've seen some people review on the movies and talk about his accent, because he's got a thick accent. So, and there were some times where I was kind of like, and I get this, I've already seen people talk about this, but yeah, where you can't really understand some of the things that he says, or you need to slow it down. So it's definitely a thick accent. But first of all, starting off, I think it started out slow, and I don't know why. I didn't even think about anything it being a prequel to the Omen. Didn't even cross my mind. But it's set in the 60s, I want to say. I think this is set in the 60s. Yeah, and it takes place in Rome during the 60s. But I think they did a great job with the camera, the way the camera was shot. It felt like the movie was like straight up from the 60s, just the way that the camera had like this grainy feel to it, which I really liked. I think that was a good thing that they did. I enjoy that. I thought that was a pretty sweet nod, I guess. And yeah, really liked the 60s look. Had the grainy feel to it. I really did like that. That was pretty sweet. I will say that the beginning, like I said, the beginning's kind of slow, but it does pick up. And it's definitely got some horror. It's a horror movie, first and foremost. And it does have little nods to the original Omen movie, which I did like. I don't think I watched the second one, and I honestly don't know how many Omen movies there are. I don't know if this is going to start like a new Omen universe, or if that's what they're going to do. No idea. But it is a prequel. It does have some scary and intense moments. Just, little things that they do. There's a lot of creepy characters in this one. I thought they did a pretty good job. And the one thing was, it wants you to, it's trying to do like a kind of, I guess you can call it like a twist, I guess, in the story, but you kind of know all along, you're like, that's definitely the direction they're going, and they want you to think this one thing, but that's definitely not it. So that's where I was kind of like, I don't know what they could have done to make that better, but they were trying to go for a twist. At the same time, it was pretty blatantly obvious what they were doing. So that was one of the downfalls of the movie. But terrifying images. Definitely got a lot of stuff that, that's going to stick with you. Some of the things that you see in this movie. I did like the horror aspects of this. And it's kind of weird that it comes out, pretty much near the same time as the other Immaculate with, I can't remember her name. But yeah, kind of really close to the same story. and it's weird they just come out at the same time. I don't know, but I don't know which. I would probably have to say that it's roughly like the stories are pretty close, but I would probably say the first Omen, I think they did a little bit better. Like I said, Immaculate was good. Had some good images and stuff like that, but I think this one is a little more darker, which I really did appreciate. A lot of there's screaming and just those, you get that uneasy feeling, and the way horror is supposed to be. You're supposed to be feel all tense and all this screaming and stuff's going on. Really, you can really feel it. I thought they did a good job bringing the horror aspect to the movie. And they do set it up. Talking about how this is pretty much a prequel to the Omen. They set it up. I've seen quite a few reviews that the people didn't like the way they did that, and I get that. I can totally see that. That's definitely understandable. Just the way they do end it. It's just kind of you don't think you really needed that final scene. I think if they would have cut some of that stuff out, I think it would have been even better. It's hard to explain, but just some things where I think they probably could have cut the last out and just kind of left it building up. And I think if they just would have left it there, just the reveal pretty much of Damien or what have you, I think if they just would have left it at that instead of carrying on a little further, I don't think it was necessary. That was another downfall of the movie. But other than that, it is a good movie, good horror. I really like the horror aspect of it. I thought they did a pretty good job, and I don't know why I didn't know that it was a prequel to The Omen. I guess I was just an idiot. I didn't put two and two together. But other than that, it is a decent movie. The horror aspect's pretty good. I would probably give this one a 7.5. Yeah, we'll go 7.5. Maybe even 8. Like I said, the ending was just kind of, I didn't really like the little extra stuff that they carried on. And if you do happen to see this movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. But yeah, I hope you guys like this. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. I think the next movie that I'm going to see is probably Abigail, which that comes out Friday. I don't know what day I'm going to see that, but I'm going to try and see that this weekend. Hopefully get the review out in a decent amount of time. I know it took a long time to get the Monkey Man review out. So thank you guys for watching. Appreciate it. Until then, catch you guys on the next one. Have a good one. Thank you for watching.